Hello, I'm Theodore Parker, and this is the Sideshow. And this is Monday, January 24th, 2022. Don't want to forget about the mask. This is a surgical mask, disposable. President Biden has talked about 400 million N95s coming next month. Free. And you can kind of tick off the list. Home testing kits for coronavirus, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This weekend, or over the past couple of days, President Biden had his first press conference of 2022. Comments, back and forth, opinions, back and forth. Football. Super Bowl will be played at San Francisco in February. Nail biter of games, football was hot to go. Last 2 minutes never were that exciting until now. Now we want to talk about something else that's in the news. Russia and our relationship, speaking of us as United States of America, represented by President Biden, compared to what was going on with Russia and President Trump. Of course, you might have a little more camaraderie since President Trump's, all of his wives are of Russian ethnicity. That might have something to do with it. But let's just talk about this right quick. Russia on the borders of the Ukraine. Gathering troops and everything, which in and of itself, I think every country has a border patrol. But Ukraine stands out because in 2014, they ousted and exiled the Russian representative for Ukraine government. A little bit different than what happened with Afghanistan and the Taliban being recognized legitimately to govern Afghanistan. So, got all these troops gathering. There's some talk about Russians coming into Ukraine from Belarus, which is right next door. But you got to picture this. See how my hands are? So where my thumbs are is the Russian border. And then Belarus is over here. And then all this space in front of this is the Black Sea. So there's some comments that Russians might bring up submarines and all this other kind of stuff. But I was thinking about this earlier, and it kind of occurred to me, I could quote Kevin Hart, but then you might have already bought the t-shirt, so I'll let that one alone. But once Ukraine got away from Russia, and they kind of sided with the Jews, which means they were going with Israel, which means they came under NATO, National Alliance of Treaty Organizations. So this is not just like somebody standing up in the crowd saying, and they don't have nothing to go behind it. Okay, this is more like, yeah, better call the fellas. Tell them to pack a lunch. And don't forget the condiments, because we working today. See, because NATO, you can bring all the submarines, you can bring all the aircraft, you can bring all the other high-tech stuff, especially now since Russia has attacked Ukraine's has done a cyber attack on Ukraine government. So, you can kind of raise your eyebrows and anticipate. But here's the thing that kind of set me back. Ukraine was the site of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. And all that border right there is radioactive. So who do you know that's going to want to march across radioactive territory to do anything? I wouldn't want to do it, and I don't think they want to do it. That's it. Hashtag